There's a massive difference between riding a 15 to 18 foot wave as there is to riding a 20 to 25 foot wave, and then a whole other realm once you get into that tow range of a 30 foot plus wave. And understanding the value of having your fins be able to control and adapt and absorb the speed you're doing is really, really important. The reason I choose to ride MFC Fins is a pretty simple one. They're based here on Maui, literally 5 minutes from where I live in Haiku, and it's kind of a unique anomaly of this design center being on Maui and having the athletes and the waves that we do here. So the turnaround time between articulating what we're feeling and where we want to go with our equipment is really fast for them to take that information, process it, and make revisions because of their level of information they have in so many different sports. The fact that I really have faith with what I'm testing in 50 to 60 foot surf is because they understand the concepts and the layout of the fin design at extremely high speeds for windsurfing and for foiling and for kiting and all these other sports. So they understand where there might be cavitation, where there might be things that take away from the performance value of the fin. And it's pretty easy for me to show them on footage what I want to do on surfing, and they have some examples of other sports having been through that similar speed already. So it's a unique thing that not all companies have the ability to have information coming in from all these other sports and be able to translate that to each athlete specifically. Essentially, for big waves, I bounce between two different styles of fins. And one is a more traditional layout, which has a regular sized front fin and then a rear fin that's a little bit smaller. And this is set up as a quad as well. The other set that I experiment with is set up entirely different and has a smaller front fin and a little bit larger rear fin, and is also set up as a quad. And the theory behind this is something Kai Lenny came up with MFC, utilizing what he feels windsurfing and whatever million other sports that kid does, and he's able to put that into this design specifically. So it's been fun to kind of feel those fins out in comparison to what I've used historically for the last 15 years at Jaws. And I think feeling some of the things with these designs Kai's worked really hard on has helped me visualize and inspired a lot of the revisions I've made in this more traditional set of fins that I ride majority of the time. So it's a unique scenario to have a company like that that's as creative and driven as they are, literally 5 minutes from where my house is on Maui.